I am a big believer in affirmations, especially using affirmations that you do not agree with. Picking an affirmation that aligns with the purpose that you see for yourself and the path that you're walking, but picking an affirmation that is right outside your belief system, right outside of what you believe for yourself. Because a lot of our change, a lot of our growth comes from rewiring our mind. And we are humans, so we're emotional creatures. We are emotional. But rewiring our mind is not an emotional process. And we have to remember that. Rewiring our mind is simply repetition. We are who we are today because when we were little kids, we saw the same stuff over and over and over and over again. We saw our parents say the same things. We saw our teachers say the same things. We saw the same things in our neighborhood. We saw the same things on TV. And every single time we saw it, our brain more deeply understood this is my reality, right? So when we find an affirmation that tests our belief system and pushes us a little bit out of our comfort zone, we have the opportunity to repeat that affirmation to ourselves. And I've seen it time and time and time again. When you pick an affirmation that is outside of your belief system and you repeat it over and over and over again, not only do you see immediate changes in your reality, you perceive changes in your thought process. You can feel is not even the word. You can be aware enough to hear how you are thinking differently. I say often that affirmations teach us how we should be speaking to ourselves. It sets the bar. If I say I love myself, if that's my affirmation, I love myself, people love me, love is everywhere. If those are my affirmations, but then the second I stop saying affirmations, I'm just like, God, why am I like this? I do not like people. Why does she look like? If that's the other chatter in our mind, we're able to better understand the gap between the affirmation and the vibration of the affirmation and our own personality vibrational set point. So affirmations are super important. I think writing just a page full of an affirmation every single day can really help us shift to a mindset that serves us most if we are not already there. And I do recommend that everyone in the group has one affirmation that they focus on a month. And you guys know I'm a stickler about changing your affirmation halfway through the month because a lot of times we want to change that affirmation because we're too uncomfortable. So finding an affirmation that is right outside our comfort zone, sticking to it, observing ourselves, seeing what we observe, and also being aware of all the momentum that we are experiencing as our life starts to expand, because that's what affirmations do. Finally, meditation. I wrote the cutest note. I called meditation a coffee date with God. Because I genuinely believe that that's what it is. Because prayer is like leaving a message for God. And the only thing that's not like leaving a message is that you feel the comfort. You feel God with you. And that is beautiful. But meditation, when you go on a coffee date with someone, hopefully you're not the only one talking. Hopefully it's a two-way conversation. And that's how I look at meditation. Meditation is a two-way conversation. We go in with an offering of surrender. For a lot of us who are just starting to meditate, that's what the first few days, weeks, months are, allowing ourselves to surrender to the present moment. But while we get through that surrendering process, we find an authenticity underneath the surrendering layer. We find just ourselves being able to be in that moment, just being able to be. And when we can just be, we can also listen, because programs aren't running. That's the beautiful thing about meditation, especially when you get down to a certain state. You're able to hear everything that's going on in your mind, and you're able to turn programs on and turn programs off, and maybe just have no programs running at all and just be. And in that state, you are able to identify what is you, what is your spirit, and what is the divine. Yes, we are one with the divine, but we do not know everything. And we have a lot to download and a lot to experience so that we may expand. So by offering ourselves, surrendering, and then allowing ourselves to just be in this life experience, we are practicing our oneness and experiencing our oneness. And through this oneness, We are able to separate ourselves from all of the man made structures, the man made concepts, the things that have us running in circles that truly make no sense. And we're able to feel the reality of our existence. That's deep woo woo stuff, but hey, it's real and I can't do anything about it. It's just real. You know what's up?